Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, this is Bruce Marshall with Simpler Trading with tonight's market update for Wednesday, October the 21st. And if you didn't see the market today and you're looking at this probably makes your eyes hurt. We had some really kind of back and forth wild price action today. We are bouncing all over the place. If you see this, this is where we opened up here this morning, straight up and then straight back down and then straight up and straight back down. And notice this one. This was when supposedly we had a deal right there. You see that one long candle and then immediately failed and then came back down. This is a mogul down here. And then went on this move here, and I was in the main room today talking, and when we were kind of making this way back up, and I said if we come back to this level here, I would fade it to the downside, and especially if we get to here. We never did. We came right off this and down into the close. That's just kind of day trading stuff looking at, but it's important to understand the moves that we're having here. We've been moving 20, 30 points, kind of back and forth. This was yesterday over here, and check this out. Again, these big vertical moves. One trade straight up and then straight down, then straight up right into the skyline, and then straight back down, all the way back down to here. Straight down, or straight down, straight up, straight down. Crazy moves that have been going on in the market. And again, if you have not been watching, this is all deal or no deal on the stimulus COVID-19 package that's being kind of kicked around back and forth between Mnuchin and Pelosi. And I don't know if we're closer now than we were. We'll get a deal. Both sides want to get a deal. It's just how much and what all is going to be in the deal and what's not going to be in the deal. And is it going to happen before the election and so forth. So that's what's causing all this. This is very, very, very hard to trade. Not only from you really can't pick direction because we're going in such vertical moves up and down just on a tweet or a whim or newscast or something like that. It's really hard to pick direction. And if we go back out here on a little bit longer time frame, and I'm sticking with the S&P for a minute, this is a 5-day chart to last Wednesday, back and forth, chop, 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 and then we go to 10-day here. This kind of tells a story. This is not the all-time high, but it's very close. 35.49, 35.88 was the all-time high, right when COVID happened, and then we came down. We come all the way back up. So if you look over the last 10 days, here's Wednesday 2 weeks ago. We've been chopping in a range from this tree line up here, basically to this skyline, but up to this high here, and just kind of back and forth. And if you look at this, just kind of squint and look at it, it looks like we are going back down here to that tree line. And I wish we would. We got close here, we got close here, we got close here, here. And what I would prefer to happen is just come down and flush this thing and it hold, and then we start working our way back up. And all this may not even matter if we get a deal or no deal. Of course, no deal we go down, deal we go up. And let's put this on a 1-year time frame and get a little more perspective. Here you can see, matter of fact, let me take these off real quick, put those on a daily, and this kind of cleans it up. The heaviest support and resistance are the green tree lines and the red fire lines. So this was the all-time high, the previous all-time high, and then we came up, took that out, took out that tree line, then we hit 35.88, and we got close again right here. But as you can see, last week when I did let me zoom in. Last week when I did this video, I was looking at this and I said, this looks just 1, 2, 3, 4 days of straight up, and I said we're going to reach up here and touch this. Of course, that's so close. We're 30 points away. It's very close. We'll reach up there and hit that. Don't know if we get through it on the first time. That's the snow line. It's a pretty heavy line of resistance. And then we failed, and we have been trending lower ever since. And we're working our way down here to land on this tree line and hopefully make our way back up here again. But the bottom line is we should expect, this kind of chop for the next couple of weeks until the election. And then after that, we may have wider range chop. But I suspect that we do more, you can see, do more chopping like we did here, we're starting that again here. We kind of did it here, versus, the directional stuff. Now again, we get a deal done, and it's $4 trillion or whatever, we'll probably go up this way. We don't get a deal done, we probably kind of hang out down here, because the deal's coming. One way or another, the deal's coming. It's just amount of the size of the deal and what's going to be in it and all that kind of stuff. So I still do not think we come down here or do one of these kind of things. I don't think that happens. I think we chop, and then kind of make our way up here. So I continue to look for, some upside here. But again, everything is kind of in total limbo right now, waiting on politics, and that's always fun, right? The other thing we're looking at here, Tesla just reported just a few minutes ago, actually, and as you can see, it looks bigger than it is. It's not that much. It's like 30 points. We went up, and then we came back down, and we're kind of working our way back up. But basically, so far, it's been a non-event, and I have not seen or listened to the conference call or seen really what the numbers are yet. But this Tesla will be a big driver for the NASDAQ, and next week we have earnings from Microsoft, Facebook, Amazon, Apple. Big week next week. So again, I kind of do not think that market's going to sell off too much ahead of all those big name earnings. So that'll be another huge volatility event. So in the next couple, 2-3 weeks, we've got some major volatility coming. So be ready for that. And I'm a volatility buyer and seller. I trade volatility, but I like the elevated volatility, especially the chop, and it works good for calendars and diagonals and condors to an extent, things like that. But you got to be really careful, because again, we could go either way very quickly. But anticipate rising volatility into the earnings next week. They all report. Microsoft is, I believe, Wednesday, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, all three on Thursday after the close, so be ready for that. And keep a lot of cash, be ready, be very selective on your trades, much more than normal, and expect more volatility. So that is how I'm playing it here, and not really from a directional standpoint, but from a range-bound standpoint. And again, looking for, and this is the S&P, one more time, I'm just looking for... oh, that's Tesla, sorry. I'm looking for some range-bound chop, and most likely we're at the lower end of the range, and I suspect the next move will be between this level and this level. Whether we chop here and work our way up, that would be what I expect if we get a deal done sometime in the next really couple of days, by the weekend probably. So anyway, I hope that helps, makes sense. Again, stay light, stay nimble, keep a lot of cash, and be very selective on your trades, and manage your trades very carefully with tight stops, and limit your size and risk. So that's what I've got for you. We will know a lot more in the next 3 or 4 days as the talks continue, and we see if we get a deal. Hey guys, I totally forgot to mention, we all like to make money, right? You guys know Danielle that works for Simpler. She has a webinar tonight, and she's going to go over, basically go through the methodology of her stock picking, going to talk about some COVID stocks, things like that, but she has just crushed it this year. She's up about 600% on an account. And she's going to walk you through the thought process, the methodology of how to pick stocks. So I would encourage you to go and watch this if you can. It is under, if you go to simplertrading.com/pick, like stock pick. And it's tonight at 7 o'clock Central. So That's on the site. So anyway, sign up for that. It's free. Check out the webinar. It'll be pretty cool and should be very helpful. So thanks for your time, and take care. Talk to you soon.